Hello and welcome to another episode of Let's Talk, exploring the issues affecting all of our lives. I'm your host, Austin Harris. Well, it's been 20 years since the People's Progressive Movement entered the Cayman Islands political landscape. Celebrating that milestone, the Progressives have a number of community-based events during the months of October and November. And with us in studios to share more on what those events will be and how the general public may participate, it is a pleasure to welcome in studios, well, I should say welcome back in studios, the MP for Georgetown South, Ms. Barbara Connolly, and the MP for Georgetown West, Mr. David White. Hi, welcome back.
Thank you, and it's always a pleasure to be here.
Thank you, David.
And for me, always a pleasure too, Mr. Austin.
You know, I love having you both in studios, but it seems like I'm seeing so much more of you, particularly as the Progressives celebrate 20 years of a party here in the Cayman Islands. And speaking of a party, there are a number of parties / community events that are on the October-November calendar, starting, of course, with an event that took place just last night on the 26th of October, your karaoke event, which was hosted by the Office Lounge, and it was very well attended. Tell us about that event first before we move on to, I guess, what's coming up next.
Okay, I'll let David start, and I will end it.
So I heard you sang too, David?
No.
That danced and...
That was in the shower. I didn't get to sing out there.
Okay, fair enough.
I'll tell you the honest truth, that was such a pleasure. It was fun. It was very well attended. And the good thing about it, we had a cross-section of people because we had the elderly people like me.
Yes.
And then you had right down to some very young people, and it was so entertaining and enjoyed by everybody. It was such a good event.
Indeed, and I heard that, I actually saw that you did your usual videoing, live streaming, which I think some folks who may have been on Facebook saw some of it.
Yes, we heard that there were quite a few people watched it, and both Christopher and he used my Facebook, but he did some Facebook videoing and I did some.
Yeah.
So it was seen by quite a lot of people.
Well, certainly we want to thank the Office Lounge for hosting that very successful karaoke night. One of the many community events being put on by the Progressives as part of their 20-year celebration. Mm-hmm. Now, the next event that the public can certainly mark in their calendar is something I think of a first in the Cayman Islands. I've never heard of a specific event like this, and that is the Seafood Fest, which is coming up on, what date is that, Barbara?
That's November the 5th.
November the 5th.
It's a Saturday.
Tell us about that event.
Our Seafood Fest, and it's actually a health fair as well.
Okay.
And it's on Saturday, the 5th of November, starting at 11 o'clock until 3 p.m. It's at the Farmers Market next to the cricket grounds.
Okay.
The food is actually on sale. We're going to have lots of seafood. It's called a Seafood Fest. We have stewed conch, escovitch fish, fried crab, lemon butter shrimp,
wow,
and all of the side dishes to go with it. And we're also going to have various desserts on sale as well. Now, the proceeds of all of this food, that's the whole reason why we're selling it, selling the food, is to give back to a local charity.
Yes.
And that local charity is the NCVO.
Oh, fantastic. The National Council for Voluntary Organizations, I think is what the acronym stands for.
That's correct. And following on, at the same time, we're going to have a health fair, a free health fair as well.
Okay.
And the Public Health Department of HSC has graciously offered their services to us. Mm-hmm. And they will be providing free health screening for cholesterol, taking your blood pressure, blood sugar for diabetes, and they will be administering COVID-19 vaccines as well as flu shots.
Okay.
And they'll also be doing the body mass index testing.
All right, so I'll be sure to do the body mass index and the cholesterol check before I pick up my food, and I'll have myself a great time. Now, you mentioned that the food is being made available for sale. That suggests that you're working with a number of persons in the community making these various items. Is that right?
Absolutely. So we have actually reached out to various, some of our supporters, some of our members, to prepare the food for us, and then some of the restaurants are also, and supermarkets are providing the side dishes and preparing them for us.
Okay.
So we don't have, like Mr. Kurt or Sir Alan, they don't have to actually get there, prepare the food that day, because we all want to be out there,
Sure.
participating and greeting all of the people that come, assist with serving the food, and whatever else we have to do. So we have others out there that will be preparing the food. And thanks to, like, Dale Dakers is actually doing the turtle, and a lot of people know Dale's turtle is very good.
Yes.
And,
Also from Prospect, chef hailing from Prospect. Dale, if you're listening, I love your food there, buddy.
Right. And so, it's all a collaboration of people that are assisting us in preparing all of this. And it's, like I said, it's going to such a good cause. And we are looking forward to a really, really productive, fun day, because we all want to be out there just interacting with everybody that comes by. And we're really looking for everybody in Cayman. It's not just Georgetown, because it's being held in Georgetown.
The crab is being done by an outsider,
Yeah.
Marcia. So
Okay, there you go.
Exactly.
So your chefs are hailing from all across
over.
the Cayman Islands. So you
Absolutely.
want people to come from all across the Cayman Islands. It's not just a Georgetown event.
Nope, it's open to everybody.
Okay, all right. I have to ask, where did the idea come from? Because certainly it seems like a unique foodie type of festival. We have lots of food events in Cayman, but I can't think of one that is seafood dedicated.
The 20th anniversary committee, and we all put our heads together, and because we wanted this to be, we want to give back to the community.
Right.
We thought, we needed to prepare food that more people would enjoy.
Yes.
Not that the stewed Cayman style beef and salt beef and beans and all that isn't popular too, but
Right.
we just thought, just because of Cayman,
Sure.
and it being, seafood. I mean,
Yes.
we're surrounded by water.
Absolutely.
Why not just have primarily seafood?
Well, if you
And-
know your history, there was a time in Cayman where, beef was considered a treat, and you'd only get it at Christmas time. But as you point out, the sea has always been readily available, and there was a time when that's all we ate as a people. So if you want to have a throwback to the past, but at the same time enjoy some really fantastic local seafood, the Seafood Fest is the place to be. And certainly, if you're joining us on YouTube and you're visiting the island, this is just exactly the kind of event a visitor wants to come. They want to come hang out with the locals. So remind our audiences again of the date and times for this upcoming Seafood Fest.
Okay, Austin, before I do that, I just want to take this opportunity to thank Dr. Williams and Tim Munro of the Public Health Department
Yes.
and HSC for just reaching out. Well, we reached out to them, and they graciously accepted
Right.
just to offer their services for that day. That's a massive undertaking for them to come out and set up and provide all of these health screenings and services to the public. So I just wanted to shout out to Dr. Williams and Tim and their team for assisting us on this day.
People
with,
might inquire, I didn't hear vaccinations in that list of services that you'll be providing on the health side. There won't be booster shots available, will there?
Well, they said COVID-19 vaccines that would be
Okay.
available. So
Okay, fantastic.
yes, so I think that would include the booster shots as well.
Well, that's fantastic. If you haven't taken your booster yet, and certainly you're due for one, you can also get this at the Seafood Fest and Health Fair.
Yes, so it's Saturday, November the 5th from 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. at the Farmers Market grounds next to the Cricket Square.
Okay.
So inviting everybody to come out, partake, and just enjoy the day with us. And also to get all of your health screenings, which is so important to Cayman in terms of a free service that we're offering that day.
There you go. Eat like a king and get your conscience clear by getting all your health checkup tests all in one day. I think it's a fantastic event.
You won't miss it because we have tents set up
Okay.
in the little open area next to the farmers market. So you'll see it. We'll have some signs.
Wonderful. And that's, again, the farmers market located there. I think it's just opposite the CNB roundabout and the cricket pitch downtown. Well, 5 days after that, you move very quickly from one event to the next, staying in Georgetown, this time on Shedden Road for the pool and domino. Is it a tournament or is it competition?
Yeah.
So the pool and domino competition, which is going to be hosted at the very popular Energy Lounge on Shedden Road. Talk to us about that, David.
We're extremely proud of our 20 years, and we're trying to do over 3 months. We're trying to do different events and trying to reach as much people as we can and celebrate with the Cayman people. And as Barbara says, we want to give back. We want to have fun events, and the pool and the domino tournament, they're very, very popular games in Cayman, pool and dominoes.
Yes.
So to get a competition for that is going to really be fun, and we're asking everybody. I remember growing up when you had some really big domino tournaments,
Yes.
and to bring something like that back and have a fun event. That's we'll be having that on the 10th. It says starting at 8 p.m., but you know most of us will be there before that. But
Absolutely.
oh yeah, it will be a really nice, like last night, a great event.
Mm-hmm.
That will be another great event.
Well, and like the Seafood Fest, I suspect you will be drawing crowds, particularly competitors, from all districts. East End is a big domino playing community.
Exactly.
West Bay is a big domino playing community. And of course, we all know Georgetown's the best, so you know. Georgetown also a big domino playing community. And this event's going to be hosted at the Energy Lounge. On Shedden Road.
Yeah, and we have to thank Christine Burke.
Yes.
She's allowed us to do it there, and we thank her for it.
And I suspect there'll be prizes and other surprises available for those guests in attendance.
Yes, Austin, I was going to get to the prizes. Because it's a competition,
Right.
we will be offering prizes. I don't have those prizes in front of me right now as to what we will be offering, but they're going to be generous prizes, whether it's monetary or just a vacation, a weekend for two, or a weekend at one of our hotels, a ticket maybe to Miami. We're not sure yet. We haven't gotten that quite sorted yet,
Sure.
but it will certainly be prizes for the winner.
Yes.
Of
Well,
the
certainly if
competition.
viewers will, notice here on this page, certainly we will include a link to the PPN's website where you can get updated details on those prizes and events for the month of October and November. So a pool and domino competition.
And we've
on
mentioned
the
the
5th.
domino being very competitive, but pool is competitive now. So we're inviting everybody to come out because that'll be another serious event, the pool tournament, the competition.
Now, I don't know if it's the same for you, but I picked up a pool cue, I think maybe 2 or 3 months ago for the first time in years. And I used to also be an avid pool player, but for whatever reason, I can't see straight anymore. It just doesn't work anymore. But I will go and enjoy the competition because you're right, it's also very popular here in Georgetown and certainly across the Cayman Islands. Okay, so we have the pool and domino competition November 5th at the Energy Lounge on Shedden Road. Prizes and surprises will be available. I'm sure food.
November the 10th.
November the 10th.
10th.
I said 5th, didn't I? All right, November the 5th is the Seafood Fest. Don't get these dates mixed up, folks. It's very easy. So the Seafood Fest on the 5th and the pool and domino competition on the 10th. You have another event on the November calendar that sort of brings all of these events together, and in a very wholesome way, an upcoming gospel concert. Talk to us about that.
Austin, we're very, very excited about our free gospel concert.
Okay.
That's going to be on the 19th of November. That's a Saturday.
Mm-hmm.
And it's at the Lion Center, starting at 6:30. And I just want to mention some of our local groups that
Yes.
will be participating. And then, of course, our headliner, which I will mention in a minute.
All right.
So for the start, we're going to have the Agape Praise and Worship team
Mm-hmm.
will start the evening off with their praise and worship.
Yes.
And then it's not in this particular order, but at least for the Agape Praise and Worship, that's the start. And then we're going to determine who comes next.
Right.
But we're going to have the Red Bay Gospel Band, the Williams Quartet, the New Testament Church Male Choir. We're going to have the United Pentecostal Choir. Pastor Allison and Sister Norma will be doing a duet. And the Seventh-day Adventist Choir. And our headliner will be Carlene Davis and her vocal and instrumental accompanist.
Wow.
So we are very, very excited about all of these, our local groups, and then, of course, Carlene Davis. Carlene, we actually had the Progressives hosted a concert, a gospel concert, some years ago with Carlene Davis, and it was an awesome success, and everybody came out and supported it, had a wonderful evening. And we're looking forward to the same again this time around. She's just an amazing lady, and her and her husband, Tommy.
Mm-hmm.
And I just want to also make note that Don Kurt Tibbetts
Yes.
is a very, very good friend of Miss Davies' husband, Tommy.
Okay.
And so he's assisted tremendously with helping us to put together this concert.
Well, that's
So
terrific.
I want to give a shout out to the Honorable Kurt Tibbetts.
Speaking of which, the Honorable Kurt Tibbetts is kind of like you, David. You're friendly with everybody. And you know everybody as well.
If you're PPM, you're friendly with everybody.
There you go. There you go. Well, I'm most impressed with the lineup of events, and again, what I think ties all of this together is you continue to utilize every avenue in the community. It's not just a perhaps Georgetown-centric event, but certainly you got participants from all over Cayman's religious circles. I have to note and send a shout out to the Red Bay Gospel Bands. I think they're terrific, and of course the Williams Quartet, just fabulous local voices. And again, this event is taking place where and when?
It's the Lion Center, and it's the 19th of November, and it begins at 6:30.
And Austin, I want to also mention in the program for the evening, Pastor Andrew Ebines will be our MC.
Mm-hmm.
And included in our program for the night, the Reverend Yvette Noble Bloomfield will be delivering a message, a short message. So, Reverend Bloomfield, Reverend Yvette is awesome too, and we look forward to hearing what she has to say in terms of, we can't do anything without our God Almighty, so we need to have a short message just to end the night.
Indeed. Well, certainly Pastor Yvette, fantastic speaker, always very inspirational, always touches your heart. I think participants in the gospel concert will be very blessed by participating when they come out. Again, it's the 19th of November.
Yes, and in addition, just a little, in Cayman, we got to have a little bit of food.
Of course.
And a little bit of drinks.
Bit of blessings. That's
Yes.
right.
So we're going to have free jerk chicken.
Okay.
And some drinks as well, meaning soft drinks.
Of course.
And water.
Of course.
So we want everybody, and even if the Cayman Rockers want to fly down to this event, please come out. It's a free gospel concert. It's going to be absolutely amazing. Our lineup here with our local bands, our local choirs, along with Carlene Davis, is going to be a beautiful, a night that you don't ever want to miss. I mean, just come out and enjoy just worshiping with us.
Indeed.
And just finishing, we've had, like I said, we had our karaoke last night, which was extremely well attended.
Yes.
We have the pool and domino competition coming up, which we expect to be well attended. The Cayman Seafood Fest and Free Health Care Fair, which we know will be well attended. But we really feel that the Gospel Fest will be extremely well attended, because judging by the last Carlene Davis Gospel Fest that we had at Lions Center, it was really well attended. And what was so good about that was that Carlene Davis, she did her performance, and then even when she finished, nobody went home. She went around the crowd talking to everybody. She didn't leave. She stayed there and mingled with everybody. And it was just, I mean, it will be really, really nice.
A real blessing of an evening, and we expect it to be very much the same on November the 19th. Well, again, you just recap the events, but in order, we have the Seafood Fest on the 5th of November. Then we have the Pool and Domino competition on the 10th of November. And then we round it all off on the 19th of November with the gospel concert. Certainly you have been busy, and you mentioned earlier on that you have an entire committee dedicated to working on putting these events together. Maybe it's a good opportunity to extend your thanks to those hardworking persons behind the scenes as well.
Yes, I would like to take this opportunity to thank the committee. I'm not going to call any names.
Sure.
But they've been really working tremendously hard behind the scenes just to make all of these events become a fruition. So we are really grateful for all of their help. But at the same time, we need more help. We need more volunteers.
Sure.
So anyone out there that would like to volunteer at any of these events, because we need people to serve food, people even at the Lions Center for the gospel concert, greeters, just anyone that would like to be a part of these events. You don't have to be a PPM member, it can be anyone, and it can be from any district. So please come out, support, and at the same time, if you want to assist in any way, give me a call. 916-5419 is my number, and I'll be more than happy to welcome any assistance that we can get.
All right, fantastic.
And just adding on to what Barbara said about the committee, last night we had our karaoke event, but do you know from 4 o'clock the committee were meeting? We met at the site for the Seafood Fest. Then we had our meeting right here at the PPM headquarters, and then we moved on to the karaoke. So I mean, we are working together to put a really 3 months, or we hope 3 months, but any event we do, to make it a success.
Wonderful. So we just talked about 3 events, well 4 if you count the karaoke event that took place on the 26th of October, but 3 months you will be celebrating 20 years of the Progressives in the Cayman Islands.
Austin, we actually have a couple other events, but they're not completely confirmed yet.
All right.
So we will come on again.
Perfect.
To promote those.
Good.
So I think it's another 2 events before the year's out.
All right.
That we will be hosting. So watch the space. We will be back.
Absolutely, and I will certainly be there to enjoy the festivities, all of the festivities with you. And like you, we encourage members of the public, the Cayman Islands public, not one district, but all of the districts from near and far to come out and participate and enjoy this progressive milestone, 20 years as a political movement in the Cayman Islands. And what better way to celebrate than with the community who make it all possible. David, Barbara, thank you very much for being our guest in studios and providing such exciting information that we encourage our viewers to mark in their November calendar and hopefully come out and participate as well.
Thank you, Austin, for having us.
Always a pleasure.
Thank you. Our pleasure.
Indeed. And thank you to our audiences, who we say thank you to for taking the time to tune in. And we hope you have enjoyed and I've already started marking your calendar for the events in the month of November. If you did like today's episode, remember to like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Please tune in every Tuesday and Thursday at 4 p.m. for another episode of Let's Talk, exploring the issues affecting all of our lives. I'm your host, Austin Harris. Until next time.